Breaking news, Chicago Bears head coach Matt Nagy has reportedly been informed that he will not, not be returning as the head coach of the Chicago Bears after this season. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. Here to talk about Chicago Bears and here to talk about this news, which again should not be surprising to anybody because the expectation has always been that Matt Nagy was going to get fired after the season. But now we've got the reports that are kind of pouring in now. And this one comes from Boomer Esiason, who said on the radio that Matt Nagy will not be back with the Bears. And look, folks, again, do I trust Boomer as a great source? Probably not that much in terms of, obviously, the NFL reporters that we're traditionally used to hearing with Shefty and Rapp and all these other guys. But it doesn't matter. This is going to happen. And so I just wanted to talk about it because now we are starting to get these reports coming in. And so the date is going to be after the Bears' last game, which is against the Minnesota Vikings. So it is going to happen. And here's the thing, folks. The NFL is a very, very, very cruel business, but so is sports in general. Professional sports, I should say. You can literally win Coach of the Year like Matt Nagy did back all the way in 2018 and still get fired because it is a what have you done for me lately type of business. Matt Nagy had ample opportunities over the years to showcase that he was indeed an offensive guru for which the Bears hired him for, and he just did not show up to that task. You can go ahead and look at all the numbers. The offenses for the Bears sucked under Matt Nagy. He had different quarterbacks from Andy Dalton to Nick Foles to Mitchell Trubisky to every other guy on the roster that played quarterback for the Bears, obviously even now Justin Fields. And Matt Nagy just could not get even an average offense out there. So, again, he is out of here. We know that the coaching search is going to begin ASAP. And we've been hearing a lot of rumors about, guys out there, even from the college ranks, Jim Harbaugh potentially, and then NFL coaches. Maybe if somehow Sean Payton, we can lure him, maybe a Mike Tomlin. Again, unlikely, but again, guys out there. And then if you've got the top assistants in terms of Brian Daboll and a bunch of other guys. So I'll be covering that for you guys and telling you guys about the coaching searches and who I want for the Bears. New head coach. But here just to tell you, in the last, 4 or 5 years, whatever, that we've had Matt Nagy, 4 years-ish, 5 years-ish, that we've had Matt Nagy, it's really been ample opportunity for him to prove that he deserves to stay. And I like Matt Nagy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, but good guy is not enough to keep the job. Mitchell Trubisky was a good guy, but it was not enough for him to be an elite quarterback. At the end of the day, it's about how you perform. The Bears had a tough schedule, yes, this year, but still did not excuse for their abysmal performance on the offensive side of the football. And that's the thing, folks, is if Matt Nagy could just get even an average offense, maybe he could have stayed here. But he could not even do that. The Bears were a bottom 5 offense consistently under Matt Nagy. And at this point, he shouldn't even be surprised by getting the boot. He shouldn't. This was the expectation probably in the back half of this season. So, again, not breaking news to you guys because, again, we have expected this to happen, but now the reports are coming out. So get ready. Nagy's out of here. He's getting the boot. We're going to begin our coaching search. The question now becomes, does Pace stay or, does he leave? Do we fire him as well? My expectation or my guess is that we just redirect him in the organization and get him out of the GM position. But, again, we'll see what happens there. Again, I'll be covering everything for you guys. But give me your thoughts on Matt Nagy's tenure as head coach of the Bears. Leave it down below. Do you think he was worse than Mark Trestman? Right? Do you think he was as bad as some of the other coaches that we've had, John Fox, guys like that? Or do you think Matt Nagy was a solid coach, got us to a playoff a bunch of times, again, won Coach of the Year? And if it wasn't for Cody Parkey, missing that kick, maybe we make a deep playoff run. Give me your thoughts on Matt Nagy's tenure down below. As always, thanks for watching.